Through the fire, yeah, we had a few. Lost a few wages, Still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, Still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, Still don't give a about who be the latest. Can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is.
But hey, what about it?
So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like. So I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going air, they were like, ooh yeah, ooh yeah.
Yeah, in London, stand up. Look. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the number one candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, not about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the number one candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Camp, it's half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I have to tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the number one candidate. I'm a number one like you say, set page. Used to kick ball on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. These beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. Yeah, do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the number one candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you, I'm on it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll power his way up near the 25. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throwing is Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. But he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now 2nd and 9. Another run here with Dobbins. And able to use his blockers to get this on over the 40. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Jackson on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And Owen coughed it up.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 41 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Justin Tucker.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now ETN to start the drive. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Another tote for ETN. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Now Lawrence now going to move him around. They'll run with ETN. And this will be a Jaguars first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Put a man in motion left, Ridley. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Justin Matabike there to bring him down. 2nd and 10.
At the Ravens' 34-yard line.
30 left.
And they'll go again with Etienne. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Put a man in motion left, Ridley. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Here now a 3rd down and 8. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Jackson now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Jags are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Final play of the half, it's Lawrence. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this 2nd quarter.
Indeed, indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the 1st half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the 1st half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, Nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Lawrence. Incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A shotgun snap, and again to Etienne. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! Brenton Strange from a yard out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 65 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Tucker now for the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out.
Justin Tucker as we kick off the Baltimore.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Oh, they'll let Kirk try and run. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Now Lawrence to throw.
Their partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here's Lawrence to throw. That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Etienne up the middle. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 32-yard line.
Red on red. Clock.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. A give running right, Etienne. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give up the gut to Hill. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Time not on their side. They've got one timeout, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. But they need points. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. They go play action now. Jackson flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. This ball caught by Strange. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Catch a Billy off of birds, that's the concern. Get back American, okay. People let it talk, they say whatever. Opinions change just like the weather. I got a question for whoever. Who do it better? Who do it better? Who do it better? Who do it better? Who do it better?
Yeah, this the king of crunk. Sometimes they call me Lucifer. Talk about you do this and that. Ain't none of that they're new to us. Acting like that you pop off. No damn well that you grew to us. Been in my own lane. Carry you like that do the truck. Trend following. I'm surprised you just now catching up. It's my way or the highway, baby girl. I'm not a settler. Don't play with my kind, no matter my mind. I promise it get pitiful. They love me, they love me. I promise I do the bare minimum. My people, they say that I'm underrated, but it's crazy. I'm steady, they killing them. Can't ride my wave, I'm flipping them. Come up for some earth and I'm dipping them.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Hey, let's go. 11. Think right open. Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Waiting on it will be Richie James. This is taken at the 23. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. That one goes for 24 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
On 1st and 10, and he lost the football.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. A give right side for Pacheco. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain, so he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Put a man in motion left, Ridley. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lawrence running right on the option. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Hey, kill. Think right.
Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. Just shy of the 40. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. This thrown quickly out to Jones. 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Give him 32 on the play.
They went with their popular RPO on that play. When they often tell their receivers, as soon as you get the ball, you've got to be like a punt return. You've got to make the first guy miss on your own, because if you do, big plays like that can result. He went a long way before they caught him.
He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton.
At the 12-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement, because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt... great play call on, or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Mahomes now on first down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Mahomes now to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
A gain of 9 yards. And the first down, Chiefs.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
These two defenses in this first half, the fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them giving an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense, just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves. But maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
At the 16-yard line.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
2nd down and 4. In motion right is Jones. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Here comes third down at 7.
11,
Lawrence will throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
11.
On second down, here's Lawrence.
He completes it to Jones. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Third and 9 here. Here's Lawrence.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
4th down. Here's Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Brenton Strange
from 17 yards out.
And the Jaguars go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in the...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jags would extend their lead here just before halftime. Now McManus for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 1. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Just need a yard here, second and 1. Now here's Mahomes. Finding Gray on the out route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. Pacheco once more. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. But what a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they wanted now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up 5?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make our score 14 to 7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 23-yard line.
Kill, I'm gone. Here we go.
A give to Etienne running right. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, I'm gone.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. That is caught, and nothing but daylight ahead. Christian Kirk, touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21 to 7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good good for 7 yards.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Able to find Gray here. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jerick McKinnon from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here for Lawrence. Hit, and the ball is free, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. A touch more air under it instead. Now Lawrence to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throw out wide is incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now Lawrence. Oh, that is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Lawrence will throw. His throw incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. A handoff for Etienne. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
A stop made defensively by Mike Edwards. 2nd and 5.
At the Chiefs' 23-yard line.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Etienne. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Go, go, let's go. 11.
Lawrence. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. McManus now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it. Finding Kelsey. And some space here. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. From the gun, they will run McKinnon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Mahomes will throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And the Jags have just about sewn up this football game. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it is strictly for pride.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That is intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.